Hello, everybody.
What's up? It looks better now. It looks better now. Okay, so Harper's internet was being a little pixely, but that's okay. You know what happens? Technical difficulties. It's fine. That's part of being on the internet. Uh, Go ahead and introduce yourself first.
Hello, I'm Harper from Plantitas, and I love plants and green hair and dogs. There's a dog right here. Floof alert! He's licking my hand.
He's so cute, tiny
That's
man.
Mr. Teddy Man, aka Charlie. He's sitting
Charlie.
on his pillow like a little prince. What leaf is in the way? Is that leaf in the way?
Shh, Charlie.
I have too many plants on my desk.
Tiny man. He's like, I don't know. Don't talk to me.
Coming from.
Anyways, I am Karina from Two Plantitas, and I am here because I love plants. I'm low-key obsessed with plants. And we're actually going to be talking about some of the plants that we're obsessed with this month. We're going to be doing some favorites and also some not so favorites. I'm going to let Harper take the lead for this one. I hope you enjoy. There's nobody here as of now, but if you are in the replay crew, drop like a green heart in the comments, and then I'll know that you were here. You know, just so we know, we kind of get an idea of who's here and who's not. We just want to see how our channel's working out, get some feedback here and there. So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna let Harper take the lead. Go ahead, Bestie.
And hello to all of our new followers. It's so cool. Or subscribers is what you're called over here on YouTube. So we're doing our 5 favorite plants with 2 fails, because there are always failures in your life and nothing is perfect as you would like it to be. So we would also like to show how it is being a real plant parent, because not everything is perfection, like Instagram, and sometimes YouTube only shows the perfect ones and they take out all the dead leaves and everything looks great. And I even have a favorite here that has a giant rip in the leaf, but it's still my favorite, and I will show that one first.
I have yellow leaves and I never leave the yellow leaves, but I figured I would show the realness of Planned Parenthood too. So
yeah.
Anyways, continue.
So this leaf just hardened off. So I actually got this at like a discount. It's a melanochrysum philodendron, and there's a giant rip, but it grew actually pretty good size. I got it when it was barely hardened off. And this is the last leaf it gave me, so it did do a little bit of a step up. So, and it's so shiny and it's so soft. I heard these are spider mite magnets. Anything that's like a fuzzy kind of leaf is more prone to spider mites, so I'll definitely be on the lookout. And I actually just saw it has a little baby leaf already sticking out. Look at that right there. Let's see if I can get like a real close up. Like
it's so bushy. Mine is like a stick and then 3 leaves.
Well,
so it's beautiful.
Melanochrysum and I don't
stick
know
and 3 leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna air layer mine maybe, so then after I can like take it out and repot it lower down, like cut the chunk at the bottom. But I don't want to just like crop it because I don't want to kill it. I don't want to unalive it because it was an expensive plant. So
yeah, this one was because of the damage of the leaves and everything. This was only $18.99. So I mean, that's for that big of a melanochrysum, that's a pretty good price. All prices are down on plants because that's just how it's going right now. And also,
which is great.
Costa Farms is just releasing so many rare plants that I thought I would in my life. And every time I go to Fred Meyer, my grocery store, my local grocery store, there's Costa Farms just like lining the little wall, and I'm just like, look at it! I get so excited. Also, Costa Farms isn't my favorite place in the world, but it is providing us with more plants, so I'm not.
Yeah, I actually haven't gone plant shopping in a couple weeks here. I went and I almost got a, what is it? The Summer Glory.
I think it was a Summer Glory. Yeah.
Yeah, the Philadelphia Summer Glory. I almost got it, and then they weren't taking cash that day because they're remodeling. So so they didn't have like their register. They just had the thing for the card or like to scan it. I was just like, oh. So tomorrow I'm gonna go hoping to find it still because it's been like 3 weeks since I saw it. But anyways, do I go ahead or
You're next. I did my Millennial
okay?
Crisis.
All right. So for my first plant, I'm gonna do the least interesting of the ones that I have. I think it's still beautiful, gorgeous, but it is definitely like a basic bee plant. You know, if you get what I'm saying. This is a cane begonia. And the reason why it's one of my favorites is because since I got it, it has not stopped flowering for me. And I've never really had pretty much anything flower for me. So this is like such a treat. Like some of them fall off and then it'll push out more and more blooms. And I'm just like, they're just so pretty. Like I just think it looks like such a like perfect flower. And I actually had one of these before that I unalived. It was from mother-in-law, my mother-in-law, and I ended up unaliving it. But I kind of figure if you ever wanted to keep cane begonias and they don't last for you, this is what I did. I put it in a very chunky soil mix, and then I put like a reservoir of leca at the bottom, and I water it through, and then I leave a little bit of a. My yarn is alive. I leave a little bit like this much of reservoir. This one has drainage, but then I have it in a cover pot, and I leave about half an inch of a reservoir of water, and that is how I've been managing to keep her alive and not crispy. It has gotten a little, but it's like almost nothing. But I love her. She's such a basic bitch, but I really like her. Like she's so pretty. And my husband actually picked this one out for him because this he grew up around plants like these because my mother-in-law is really good at plants, especially begonias. So this is like a special plant to us, but it's also very pretty.
Yeah. Are you
So
gonna
that's
happens at night when you're crocheting, and then
oh
the
yeah, it throws hands. I had her appear like above my computer on a shelf, like closer to the ceiling, because I have a light here, and it'll just like throw the petals. I mean, I'll be like, I'm about to beat your ass. I'm about to beat your ass. But now I moved her over there, and she throws hands all the time, but not
yeah.
at me anymore. Sometimes it's at Leo, which is hilarious, I think, because he'll be like, "Oh, ouchie! Oh no, flower!" And I'm like, I know, right? Rude. But yeah, that's my first plant, the cane begonia.
Nice.
And I think this specific one is the angel wing begonia Josephine. That's what this one's called.
Oh,
Still,
Josephine. Okay.
yeah, because it still has the little label back here.
Well, I guess I'll show my begonia next since you showed yours. Do we remember
It's
what?
gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Huh?
Do we remember what this one's called?
No, but I can. Let me Google it for you real quick. Talk about it and now.
Yeah, because it has like a red back on it. So this one is giving me so many baby leaves. So this is its oldest leaf. That's why it looks, well, it's giant, which is nice. So it'll get that giant again. But that's why it's all crispy and kind of hanging on. But it's hanging on, so I'm like, why not? But yeah, it gives me just so much baby leaves. And look at those. Oh, I'm going opposite way. Yeah, look how red. It's like a wine red. Anything with like a darker back, um, darker back of the leaf is just my favorite. And then it's giving me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 babies around here. And usually there's 5 to 6 babies every single time I look at it. It's just amazing. So I am going to put it in a bigger pot right now. It's in a 4-inch. And it's in a self-watering reservoir. So the roots are in water all the time. This one, it doesn't really like the roots in water, so I do actually remove the roots every once in a while. But if like the roots get a little bit soft and I remove them, it doesn't like hurt the plant at all because those are the water roots. So this should be fine. Next one, I'm probably not going to have it in a water, like a self-watering pot, but it is going to be in, well, it already is in my like self-made or my pond that I made for it. Um, but I'll put it in kind of like a contained reservoir so that it has more room for its roots, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so have you figured out what the name is? What is it?
It's a Sophie Cecile.
Sophie Cecile. That's
Sophie Cecile.
That is exactly. It was a lady's name. That's all I remember. Yeah. So I think it's really my favorite because it's giving me so many babies and it makes me feel like a really
so pretty.
Yeah, I know. It's really. That's a little baby.
It's so pretty.
Silver markings on the center of it. Yeah. And it comes in with like not as red on the back of the leaves, but as time goes on, it gets darker. But yeah, that is my begonia.
Okay, next I'm going to talk about. Oh, I have to talk about this one next. Hold on, because I mentioned it in one of our past videos. I did a repotting, I think, when we did a repot. And I'm going to show y'all the new leaf because it is incredible. This is a Rufidiflora de Cursiva. Now, here's the thing. Also, she might need a drink. Oh, yeah, she needs a drink for sure. But, so here she is. And this here is the new leaf. I got some fenestrations. It looks like a claw. If you don't know, I am obsessed with anything that looks like a claw, like a hand, like a palm kind of situation. Love it. Now, I try to grow this plant for almost a whole year. And I had no idea that it was a crawler. I accidentally put it in a pot and it just started crawling by itself. And I was like, huh. Sure enough, gave me this leaf first, and then the second leaf is this one. And it's just been taking off. It has like, this is also new growth, and then it already has another leaf coming out here and another leaf coming out here. So I love it so much. It's such a simple plant, such like basic kind of foliage, but the leaf is just so pretty. I really like the striping of it, kind of like with the veins and stuff. It's just so pretty. It's such a good plant, and I don't really hear many people talk about it, but I'm guessing it's because not everyone knows that it's a crawler, just kind of like how I didn't know it was a crawler. But I am obsessed. Like, I am obsessed with this, and I want like a huge, like, bushy one. Where am I gonna put it? No clue, but I want it. I want it so bad.
Yeah,
it's just so pretty.
A pot. Like, what, didn't you just repot that? Like,
yeah. But I think I'm gonna try to like make it go around because like half of the pot doesn't have anything in it, and then after that, I have no clue what I'm gonna do with it. No clue.
Yeah, what I would do is actually get like a plastic cup, cut it in half, and kind of shove it in the soil so it kind of like follows the cup a little bit. That would be the most, like, the suggestion I'd probably do with it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I need to water it first though because it's getting a little curly on me. I have been the worst plant mom lately, y'all. Like, I've just been so overwhelmed with life, and I let a lot of them dry out. I feel terrible.
Yeah, but, yeah, the same has been happening.
Yeah, but I'm working on it.
This one I got as a teeny weeny baby. These are like that's like what it came to me, is like the size of leaves. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a baby forever. Like, it's going to take forever. And then it's been like, hello. It's actually
beautiful.
There are actually bugs on here, but they're beneficial mites. I don't know where it came from, but it has them. So I'm just letting them crawl about. So anyway, so that's the biggest leaf. And they get really spiky. Like that, see the wave on it already? That's gonna kind of turn into what these kind of look like. Just like a ruffly, spiky plant. It's just so... Oh, what is it? A philodendron, what is it? Warishkii? I don't know how to pronounce it. I say
Warishkii?
I just had a bunch of other...
Let me see. Let me look it up.
Yeah. So that's what this is. And it's a baby. It's also in like the other pot, like it was in the orange pot. And like, yeah, look at those chunky roots. Look at that. See, this doesn't seem to care if it's in water. So some of them care, some of them don't. Usually I think the thinner the root, the more it kind of cares, just in my like observation. Because a lot of mine I start off in these kind of cups, and I bought more of these type of vessels. So yeah,
It's not coming up. I don't know. Where's your whiskey at? We're just gonna stick with that because it's not
for
coming
sure.
up.
Guy.
Maybe I don't know how to spell it. I don't know. It's philodendron Worcestershire sauce.
Fire sauce. That's what it is.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
A new breed. Anyway, I am so excited to see this thing grow up, and every time it pushes out a new leaf.
And that color is so pretty, dude. Like that color, that foliage is so pretty. Yeah. It's like a mustard lime almost kind of color. It's wild. It's so pretty.
It's gonna look, I mean, gorgeous.
I can't wait.
3 months. This might be my because every single day or every single couple of days I'm looking at it like, what are you doing? What's going on in there?
What you doing? What you doing?
Probably like, I want to say 2 to 3 leaves a month. I mean, this thing.
Yeah. About.
It is.
Yeah.
It's way
for
up.
For sure.
So yeah.
Beautiful. All right, my next plant is the Ethereum fingers. That is not what it's actually called. It's called. Let me see if I can pronounce this. All right. It's called Ethereum pedatoriatum. Pedatoraditum. But they call it Ethereum fingers. Also, look at these roots. Just like, look at it. Just look at it. This is in a mix of pond, perlite, and leca at the top because I ran out of pond and perlite. But it's just I had this plant for about a year. It has a leaf coming in right now. This is the last leaf here. This right here is the last leaf. It's a little like damaged, but it's not as damaged as this past one. I feel like it's finally adjusting to my humidity and like my setting that I have it in. And this is just so pretty. It looks like a little green octopus. It's not even little. Look at how big it is. But it's just, this plant brings me so much joy. It's like so weird, alien-like. Like, again, I'm obsessed with anything that looks like this. I love it so much. And I don't even know what to say about it other than it brings me so much joy. Oh, actually, this was one of my very first Ethereums. I have about 5 or 6, but this is one of the first ones. It was either the first or the second. And I do not regret it one bit. It was pretty pricey. I think it was like $35 or something for the baby plant, and it definitely is like a 2 or 3 leafer. It doesn't ever have more than 2 or 3 leaves, but those 2 or 3 leaves are like such a focal point, and it's just, I adore it. I adore it. And I need to desperately repot this, but again, I've been a bad plant mom, so you know, it's she'll be all right. He'll be all right. But yeah, that's my other plant. Huh?
I said she, her, they, whoever.
She or they. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna show a Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya?
Oh yeah. Anyway, this is the Hoya australis, and I got it when it was about like half this height, and it just keeps on just pushing leaves one after the other, and the little tiny leaves, it doesn't have any tiny leaves on it now, but they're really like a dark like a burgundy green, and it is so pretty, and they're so like thick and waxy and textured. This is kind of like, you would call it the basic B of Hoyas,
but it's pretty.
I don't care. It is
beautiful.
It is so pretty. Everything's opposite. I'm like, where am I?
Yeah. I flipped mine. You can do that in your settings. Like, you can mirror your image.
You didn't
Yeah, that's what I did today.
Oh, that's why you look normal.
Okay.
Okay, no, you're
Okay.
literal. Anyway, so yeah, these roots don't really care if they are in water, so that's cool. Yeah.
Them roots.
Yeah, any of these containers, it just produces so many roots. It's grows
Love it.
every little plant I get puts in these and they just take off. I've only had
Yeah.
one, but yeah, I don't know. It's so pretty.
It's so beautiful.
It is,
Same.
baby.
Okay, my next one is another blah, blah, blah. It's another Ethereum. This is the Ethereum bakery. And why is there ants in here? What the heck? Oh, because I have it hanging on my window. But this is another Ethereum. And again, look at these roots. Some of them look a little weird because they were in moss before, so they're covered in moss a little bit, but like you can totally see all the healthy roots. This one's some chunky perlite. And again, semi-pendant, anything long leaves like this, obsessed, 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 obsessed. This one is one of the leaves is given me, I think. Yeah, this is the last leaf. It's a little damaged because I hit it with my ring light, but look at how long. This is like a foot maybe. And this is actually one of the plants that I sent Harper. And again, I just love this look of wiggly wobblies everywhere. It's so pretty. It's been such an easy Ethereum, definitely an underrated one. But I'm glad to see that someone who is big in the plant community has been bringing attention to it. Fern actually showed this plant off in a few videos ago of hers, and hers is like way bigger and it's beautiful. And I cannot wait for mine to be that size. But I love it. It's so easy. Even if I let it dry out, it does fine. Like it's just been a joy to grow this one, and it's a slow grower for me. I think maybe because I don't have it in 100% humidity, but it's doing a good job. It's sturdy, is surviving, and I don't know. I just like it. I really like it. I love this, and I actually just recently bought another one that kind of looks like this, but like thicker leaves. And I was actually gonna have that in this video, but I need to repot it and clean it up first. But yeah, the Ethereum bakery. This is my other favorite. My number 3. This is my number 3. Number 4, actually.
Yeah, mine's giving me a baby leaf, so I'm very excited for it to pop out so I can see it.
Heck yeah.
All right, next one. It's a little bit of a mixed basket, but again, I don't know why I didn't look up any of these names before I did this. It just slipped right out of my brain. Anyway, so I do a lot of Hoyas that are in mixed baskets, but this is a really simple one. Do you remember? It's like it is completely slipping my mind.
Cortesia?
It's not a Cortesia. It's a little bit bigger. It almost gets
Is it
like
Mathilde? I think it's Mathilde.
Mathilde. Yes, it's a Mathilde. It's a Mathilde. Anyway, it just gave me this really long runner, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 leaves on there.
Damn. My trash can Hoya just did that to me.
It's happy, and I'm excited. Yeah,
I
so
love that so much.
this thing's so huge because it
It's
is
going to
just
be beautiful. It already is.
yeah. And this one, I don't know. I can show you the other leaves of this one because this is really pretty.
Yeah, I love that. I think
And
that's the Crimson Princess.
it's
Or is it the Queen?
I think the queen because it has the princess is wearing a dress, the queen is wearing a crown. So
Okay.
on
The
the out,
variegation is a crown. Yeah, okay.
but it's giving me a really like interesting leaf. Can I? No, it's being blocked by this one. I'm trying to
It's
move it.
probably going to expand a little bit more. Or is it fully hardened already? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's giving me like a really weird looking barricade on this one.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of little babies in here. They're all kind of
That's a beautiful basket. I love that.
yeah, but I like a bunch of different Hoyas in one basket. It's just kind of
That's cute. Yeah.
Like Hoya's alone, but definitely like if this was in this basket, I think it would look so good. You know,
For sure. That would be so lush and
I
bushy.
like seeing like heights, trailing, all different types of things. That's all my
Yeah.
posts are all in mixed baskets. Like I don't have them alone. It just makes them so much prettier. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel that. I think I might do that with my hard leaf philodendron, the lime and the green one. I might do that. Or and I
I
also have the Brazil, so I might just put them all in one.
I did. I do. I have a Brazil, a lemon lime, and then yeah, the variegated I want to stick in there, but I need it. It's so fragile to me because it's so variegated that it just doesn't pop off like all the other ones. So I'm just always so careful of it. But I definitely want to stick that in the basket because I just think
Yeah.
having all of them together is so beautiful. They're all
Yeah, that'd probably be really, really pretty.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would probably be super pretty. All right, my last one is also again very dry. I don't know why. I watered them on Friday and it's like there's zero moisture in there right now. Actually, there might be some moisture, but this is my yellow leaf. This is about to drop some leaves. This is my philodendron chia pens, and it desperately needs a new pole.
The syngonium.
Oh, the syngonium. I'm sorry, syngonium chia pens.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought it was a philo. Okay.
It,
But
look,
huh?
it looks like one. It looks like a philodendron.
Yeah. But look at how big that last leaf is. Okay, I'm gonna try not to drop it, but look at this big ass leaf. And something about the smoothness, I'm pretty sure you can hear it. The texture of these leaves. It's so like beautiful. The shape of the leaf is so different from any other syngonium or even like a philodendron, and this is really thirsty. This guy is real thirsty. But again, it's growing on a moss pole and it has like a bunch of roots growing in here already. Desperately needs an extension. But that's probably going to be filmed next week. And then yeah, I love this guy. It's grown so beautiful for me. This is actually one of the plants that I got last year from Harper. It was a 2 node cutting, I believe, and I made it into two. And so there's two plants in here technically, but the one that's popping off is one of them. So it's just beautiful. I love to look at it. It's just such an easy plant. I have nothing bad, like not a single bad thing to say about this one, and I just love looking at it. Like I can just sit there and stare at it for like hours. It's so pretty. Again, such a super easy plant, an underrated plant, I think, in my opinion. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about this, and it just sizes up so quickly once it's on a pole, which again I need to extend it because I really want those leaves to be ginormous, like the size of my face. Like I cannot wait. This is probably my favorite plant in my entire collection. Like this is probably one of my favorite plants. And I have pretty like semi rare plants, but this one has to take the cake. If there was a fire and I had to pick one plant to run out with, because I'll be holding my child with the other hand, it'd probably be this one. It probably would be this one for sure. So yeah, that's this my baby. Uh and I call him Chichi, which is boob in Spanish, but that's okay. But yeah, that's my last favorite plant.
Yeah, I actually just chopped up my chia pens. I was just
Mhm.
like, we're starting over. And I got the idea from we were watching a plant video together
Yeah.
and they made a Santaveria wall. And I'm like, you know what? A chia pen's crawling up you can get one of those, what are those things called? Where it's like a wood, it crosses, it's like to climb up, a plants that climb up it.
The trellis?
Trellis.
Yeah.
Wow. Can't think of trellis. Anyway, and so I'm gonna
It
get
took me a second. It took me a second too. So,
so I'm getting a trellis, and I'm gonna put like a longer thing, and just kind of line them up, and then have them go up the wall because they take a break during the winter for growing, but once they get going in the spring and summer, they're just like bam, 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 bam. So
leave,
and
leave, leave, leave. Yeah.
The leaves, the new leaves feel like silk. Like they're just so. It feels like nothing. It feels like you're touching nothing. It is so
Yeah,
smooth. It is
it's almost
unlike any
velvety.
I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah.
Of any leaf, of anywhere, it is by far the strangest, the most beautiful plant ever. Seriously.
Yeah, I think so too. It's like one of my favorite. It's probably, like I said, my very favorite plant.
Yeah.
And it
So
has a special meaning because that's actually how Harper and I got close, talking about
yeah,
the first swap plants. So
the baby.
has a special meaning.
So I accidentally did something.
Why?
I have another plant.
Go for it.
So
Do it.
anyway, apparently I wanted more plants. This is also, I like to stick alocasias in with each other. I just think it makes them look a lot cooler, and also this this one is kind of blocking this one from growing a little bit bigger, so it's a little bit of a cumbersome thing. And also this one has a new baby.
Cute.
All baby right there. And then so this is the Alocasia cuprea.
I love it. It's one
And
of my wish list plants.
I call these abs because I just think they look like abs. It
I
has.
think it looks like an alien egg.
It does. It totally looks like an egg. And when it grows bigger and bigger and bigger, it gets more and more of these abs. They're just, I don't even know what they're like scientifically called, but
The abs.
yeah, they're just called abs. Anyway, it does have spider. It did have spider mites on it. I'm treating it. That's why there's kind of like dust stuff on it. That's diatomaceous earth. I've been trying everything because they're getting to me. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is the silver dragon. Is what this one is.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, this is very. Wild Fern has a giant one of these, and I am so excited for this to grow up and give me so many babies.
I need to check on mine. Mine is in the greenhouse. But I low-key want to acclimate it to outside conditions.
I know these are all in
Maybe.
my cabinet, so
I don't know. We'll see. All right. Next, we have two not favorite plants. My first.
Fails are not favorite either way.
Not favorites. So this is actually a little chunk of gloriosum. And when I picked it up off the ground at the nursery, actually it was in the pot, but it was like loose in there. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I can revive this. I can totally revive this. It's been in this cloche for like 6 months. It has given me 3, almost 4 leaves. So there is like little leaf here. There you go. There's a little leaf here. There's another one here, another one here. And then it has one coming out. I'm not sure. Let me pull it out. But it has no roots whatsoever. Oh no. Got me on my thigh. Oh no. Okay, and it actually doesn't have any roots, which is wild to me. But it's giving me leaves.
Is it squishy?
No, not at all. Not at all. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to put it in not stratum, but the one that you don't like. What is it?
Oh, flu ball?
No. I'm gonna put it in vermiculite. I'm gonna put it in vermiculite, and hopefully that works for this because chunky perlite is not doing anything. I mean, it has given me leaves, like I said, and it's a really pretty tiny leaf, but it hasn't done much, and it's been in here for like a hot minute now, like literally in 100% humidity, just chilling here. So I think this one is one that I was like super excited about. I have ants on me. Oh no. This one is one that I was still am super excited about. I just think that this particular setup is not working for it. So what I'm gonna do is transfer it into vermiculite and regular size perlite. and I'm probably gonna leave it open and see what happens. And if it dies, then it dies, because I'm just tired of it at this point. Like, it's been 6 months, guys. Get your shit together, okay? But this is my first not favorite.
Yeah. Okay, so this one been in my bathroom with absolute light for, I want to say, months, and I kind of just forgot about it, even though it's right next to my toilet. Anyway, that's gross. So it started to like die because it wasn't getting any light. So I was like, oh, I actually have to take care of this now. And I also barely water this thing at all. And right when I gave it light, it gave me a baby. So I mean, it's not necessarily like a fail. Oh, by the way, this is a Raven ZZ plant. It also has a little tiny kitty in it. You kind of like, they kind of have their little paws like on the side of your plant. I think they're adorable. Anyway, yeah, and I just need to clean it up. I need to take care of it. I need to give it grow light, water. I watered it definitely, but yeah, I started killing it from the amount of abuse I gave it. So not abuse, you know what I mean? Neglect, whatever the word is. But it's like, it's pretty tall, it's pretty big, it's nice. But I just, like, ZZ plants are just like indestructible. So you kind of, you know, go a little bit too far with them. Because you're like, oh, they'll be fine. And then one day you're like, oh no, they're not good anymore. So yeah, that's my first fail.
Sorry, the husband's still here distracting me.
Is everything okay?
Not really, but it's okay. I'll tell you about it a little bit. So my last fell, and please don't judge me. Oh no! What happened? We lost her. We lost them. Oh no. They hopping back in? Oh, there they go.
I accidentally pulled down to refresh it and I just disappeared.
Oh gosh. Okay. So my last one is what it was a gift from one of the nurseries that I go to a lot, which um it makes me really sad that I have not been able to keep it. And after this video, I'm going to be throwing it out because there's just nothing. I have done everything. I've researched, and supposedly this is one of the easiest plants, and it has not been the case for me. I've tried to grow it in plastic pots and terracotta pots. I've tried to water it. I water my other plants, which is like every other week. I've tried to water it every 2 weeks because technically it's a cacti, and nothing seems to work. It just looks ugly and wrinkly, and I'm just like done. And sometimes it's okay to just throw away the plant, okay? But this is my holiday cactus. I don't know what to tell you. I've tried everything, and it'll plump up for like a day, and then it goes back to looking just like this, but it won't completely like unalive itself. And I'm just like, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? And I'm done. But this is my second fell, and I don't really have much to say about it other than the flowers were really pretty and pink. But yeah, it's going in the trash right after this video because I'm donezo. Done.
Yeah, so I didn't like that either. I actually gave mine to my friend who is not a planty person, and it didn't bloom no matter what I did. It would never bloom. It never looked okay. It always looked just like sickly.
Yeah.
And so I gave it to her and it bloomed in 10 seconds and it looks fine. And I'm like,
I tried
I'm
blasting it with
sorry.
light, not giving it so much light. I literally tried everything. I even tried it in hydro for a bit. Nothing seemed to work. And I was just like, what do you want from me?
I know.
And finally, after like 6 months, I'm fed up. It's not looking any better. It's not getting any better. It's going in the trash. So
yeah, I don't blame you. Put it on the side of the road and be like,
free dead plant.
free dead plant. Maybe you can revive it. Oh yeah, this one. So my next one It's probably what everyone struggles with once in their life is a peace lily. So
Oh no.
it was in 100%, like it was in my pond. Wasn't really happy. It kept on drooping. I had to kept on watering it, watering it, watering it. I just felt like I was just, that's the only thing I was watering all day. And so finally I was like, you're going in 100% water.
Hydro.
You're done. We're done. You're in water. Because I want to keep it. Anyway, so I let it drain, or I let it, the water evaporates, obviously, and it got a little abused. Or, you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
it's, some of them need to be plucked. I need to just kind of like go in there and restart, and water's in there, so I mean it's perked back up, but definitely it needs to, I needed to go through it again. And but yeah, this, I also kind of neglect this one a little bit too much. But I love it, so it's weird. I don't know why. And it gave me this really pretty leaf. Let's see if I can show it off. It's like almost all white, and then it has just a little tiny strips of green. It is gorgeous. I love it. But again, I need to keep on top of this a little bit more. I mean, how hard is it to keep water in a planter? You think it wouldn't be that hard, but it is, unfortunately. So yeah, those are my 6 plants and 2 fails, and Karina had 5 plants and 2 fails. So hopefully everyone enjoyed the plant tour, the mini plant tour, because my God, goodness, we have a lot more than this. But yeah, let us know in the comments below what you struggle with, and maybe we can help you. If, unless it's a peace lily, then I can't help you, or a cactus, or the Thanksgiving cactus, we can't help you. You need to go somewhere else. But
you gotta find that somewhere else.
You gotta go get. Yeah. Otherwise, we can mostly help everybody.
Yeah. Also, please let us know what your favorite plants and not so favorite plants are in the comments. But yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for hanging out with us. Shout out to the replay crew. We appreciate you so much. And yeah, we'll see you. What's our next video gonna be? The rearranging, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be rearranging our plant walls.
Gotta finish editing it tomorrow.
Yeah,
but yeah. So we'll see you next time. Thank you for being here with us.
Tomorrow.
Yes. Same here. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.